There we go, we are live. I was waiting for the signal to catch up. Hello, Angus. Good to have you here, dude. How are you? Linz and Exotic Hunt 14, good to see you back. How are you? So what we're going to do tonight, we are dropping the daily incense. That is going down. My item bag is full. That is a very foolish place to be. But we do have the super boosted Stardust Spotlight hour that is Shellder, which honestly is a real juicy one. And I need Stardust, having just spent however much on Roar of Time. Is daily incense going to work? It's not actually brought in a Pokemon yet. Come on. Daily incense. There we go. Mr. Meme. Glorious. Mike Griffin, good evening to you. Pacers fan forever. Welcome in. Nashay, good to see you again. And K Dunks, how are you doing? Shellder is going to be a good one. We did have Shellder. It was actually well over a year ago. Good old Shellder. 964 XL candy, and we've seen quite a few of them over the years. Let's call it 8,900 checks when we get going. Spotlight hour is beginning in 12 minutes time. We're just running a bit of daily adventure incense beforehand to see maybe if a G-Bird can pop up before we actually are able to head into the park and have a bit of a grind. This is a good one. And we must make sure we put down our star pieces. In fact, we'll just whack one on now. Get it down. There we go. Tim, welcome into the stream. How are you? Telepathy, lovely to see you as well. How are you? Angus is all fully booked for Paris. Fantastic. Wonderful to hear. Sue, hello. Good afternoon to you. How's your fine Tuesday treating you? Have a meeting in about 10 minutes. Busy then. Alejandro, thank you very much for the good luck and good fortune. A shiny would be very, very cool to pick up tonight, but of course it's the Stardust. The Stardust is the all-important factor. I will say we're very unlikely to have the weather boost on our side tonight. Very un-British fashion. But with our star piece on and everything, honestly, 3k dust for one Shellder catch, it's going to be fire. Going to be amazing. Mary Floof, hello, good evening. How's the beginning of your week treating you? Not bothering with the quests after all of the Brooks's chase. Gorgeous 15 degrees sunny day for me. Nice, not too bad, stuck in the office. Might do the Spotlight hour. I could recommend, if there's one Spotlight hour to do, I'd say even over the entire year, without knowing what the next 9 months worth of Spotlight hours are going to be, this is the one. This is the best. Double catch dust on Shellder, 1,000 dust per catch. Unbelievable. Fungus. Speaking of Stardust boost, that's another one. Not quite as insane as Shellder. Pacers fan, are you using Spatial Bren for the Spotlight? No, we've got Roar of Time down for some daily adventure incense over the course of the evening. We're going to see if we can pull in a Galarian bird shiny while we're out and about getting the Stardust and the Shellder. Plus we tend to move at a fairly rocketeering pace, so we should still cover good ground and good spawns. We've got quick catchability and everything. There's a few methods of strategy, shall we say, for the spotlight. If you wanted to make your life a bit easier, you could whack on Iceburn from your white Curem. That would make the catching much easier to do, which would be quite good if you're sort of maybe using a Go++ or something. Spatial Rend, obviously, if you want to just increase the spawns and perhaps can't move around as speedily as I can. Or if you fancy, like me, the Roar of Time. I'm only doing Roar of Time just for the sake of getting a G-Bird on stream, because I won't be able to use my daily venture incense at any other point tonight because we've got podcast recording. Sue, good luck with your meeting. Thanks for popping in. And we've got Jerry and Sammy in chat. Fantastic. We really need to clear out some space. Let's delete all these all the berries. Gone. Do you know what? Those are going to go into Dialga straight away, just to recoup the raw time. There we go. How did everybody finish on the Brooksish event that finished last night? There are tons of comments on the videos, which is always lovely to see. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to get to as many of them as I would like to. I need to get into the habit of doing it over breakfast. We're usually in kind of a rush. Tomorrow, with the new event beginning, 10 a.m, Deep Depths drops in Nickit, possibly the most London Pokemon, apart from Pidove, and a shiny boost on Clauncher. Looking forward to that. That'll be a video up on the channel tomorrow evening. Got the one shiny Pacers fan. What was the shiny you managed to nab? Pogo Jossie, 0 shinies, unfortunately. Sorry to hear that. And 0 shinies from McFlute, but enjoyed the event. 0 luck on the Festival of Colours and the Catch Mastery event. One shiny Omanyte and an Apom. Ooh, ouch. There was definitely something amiss with the Omanyte and Kabuto, perhaps in the early stages of the event, I would say. Certainly anybody who played in APAC. It's like, hey, they're boosted. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They are not boosted. And do you know what we should do as well? We're going to drop down a water-type Mega. And I have most Megas at Tier 3, so you guys, choose the Mega. We have a mixture of, obviously, Blastoise, Gyarados, Slowbro, Kyogre, Swampert. There's probably a few more, but I forget them. Which one should we put down? The Shader, thank you very much. That Brooksish was a fight, honestly. But I was very pleased to pull one in on the final day. It made that Monday video work. I was really panicking as I've done so many videos on this damn event chasing this Brooksish, and if we don't get it in the end, wouldn't make for a terribly good story arc, you know, but it worked out in the end. Kyogre or Swampert? I guess we're going Kyogre since that was put in the chat first. Telepathy. And David Price, thank you very much for voting, I guess. It's primarily reversed. It's actually quite good, because we haven't used it in a fair while, so it's going to cost us no resources at all. Very nice. LeChonk. Diana Jim, hello. Good to see you in the chat. Melissa, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well. We're all good here. My back is much better. Went to physiotherapy on the weekend. Glad to hear you're Doing better than you were before? Are you feeling a bit more manoeuvrable, a bit, less painful and everything? Hopefully it's a road to recovery. By the way, anybody who's here in the chat, thank you very much, first of all, for being here with us. But we do have Tapu Koko's Raid Hour. Tomorrow we'll be live streaming it, and quite a few people have already put their name down if they want some remote invites. So what you'll need to go and do is drop a comment over on the Dynamax Raikou vlog from the Saturday. Just drop a comment on there, and with your in-game name and your friend code on that video. I'm going to go through tomorrow morning and add the folks for the raid stream. Two minutes till Spotlight Hour. And I think I have a route that I put in. So we'll do a route, see how we do. G-Max to Snorlax is debuting. Yes, they posted it just about an hour ago. If we look here, April the 19th, so we haven't even had April's content. They've already dropped 2 events that are happening in April. So it's back to a battle day on this one. It's a 2 to 5 p.m. jobby, which is fine. And honestly, it's just an excuse for anybody to go after the Chop Dynamax, Nice and easy counter. Ooh, Kraganal. Hello. Best Mega for the Spotlight. Whichever water type Mega you have as the highest tier. So you've got Blastoise, Gyarados, Swampert, Kyogre, Slowbro. In fact, if we searched up water and can Mega Evolve, yeah, I think those are your choices. There's nothing else lurking in there. You've got a choice of 4. Is it 4 or 5? Javolo, lovely to see you in the chat, by the way. People excited for G-Max Snorlax. I am as well. It's rather a snazzy one, I've got to be honest. Snazzy looking design, really nice to add it. It probably won't be crazy usable in the meta apart from being a massive tank. So we've had a little introduction of tanks with Chansey and then G-Max Snorlax coming in next month. Good luck on the shells. Thank you very much, the Italian, popping in the chat. I'm waiting for the all the Shellder to swap over. 6 p.m. Let's take a little note of the Stardust. We'll call it 920k. And of course we're starting at 8,900 encounters. So plan is, doesn't matter about shiny, honestly. Shiny's a bonus. But as the wind picks up, 6 p.m, somebody's turned the wind switch on here in Ealing. We just want to get ourselves Stardust. Now we'll slow down on the catching, try and demonstrate how much Stardust you'll get from just a single Shellder catch. It's 1,000 dust per catch normally. It's one of the biggest boosted Dustmons in the game. Whack on a star piece with a double catch dust spell out, it's 3k dust per catch, which is obviously the equivalent to catching 30 Pokemon in the regular form, just on a regular basis. So honestly, this is the Spotlight Hour to go for. Any boosted dust Pokemon that gets a feature is epic. Particularly so when it gets the Stardust bonus on it. Rianne, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Joining at the optimum time, just as we get going on Shellder. Jaden plays Pokemon Go. There aren't any rules sort of really, but obviously just be nice to people and don't spam in the chat, friend codes, etc., something like that. Welcome to join, have a chat. Have a chat about bits and pieces, what's happening in Pokemon Go. Does anybody see Trainer Tips video that just got posted earlier this afternoon where he talked to good old Staranka about the Scopely deal and everything? It's like an hour-long video. I recommend watching it on 2 times speed because there's a lot of ums and ahs with those two. We've got all the Shellder caught. Oh dear. Of course, we're going to be eating Shellder off Daily Adventure Incense, but you know, a G-bird can sneak through the net. Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm messing around. There we go. Good call on the 2x speed. Yes. Honestly. I know Nick has a very chilled, way of talking, but Staranka is sort of almost on that same level, and every fifth word with him is an and a pause. So yeah, watch it on 2x speed. Welcome. We've got peeps in the chat. Good to have you joining us for the most epic Spotlight Hour. El Manuel. No shinies, but we have only been doing Spotlight Hour for 3 minutes. So honestly, if we pick up a shiny in the first 3 minutes, you're insanely good. Or insanely lucky. Of course, Shellder's the focused Pokemon of the evening, between 6 and 7 p.m. your local time, but it doesn't mean that you can't just catch anything that's regularly there. It will be double catch dust on any Pokemon. It's just better to catch the Shellder, because they're 3k dust. Andrew, hello dude, how are you? Good to have you here. Have you recovered from the weekend? Shellder spawns are good. Come on. Obviously, Shellder, if you don't know, Shellder Shiny was actually released, God, when was it? 2018, I believe. I think it arrived in the same time that Kyogre debuted in the game, from rough memory. Probably a water festival. Water festival maybe around March, April, May, this time of year. Shellder's a glorious orange shiny. Good luck. Oh, of course, the daily incense is in the way. Recovered. Nicely done. All recovered, back to norm. 13 shinies on the birthday. Of course, that's what happens when you have an absolutely insane event. Very lucky with that. People are lucky if they get the good old com day or the raid day on their birthday. Yeah, smashing it. Catch Mastery Archon. We are doing our best on quick catching, but the temperature is rapidly dropping now as we head into the evening. The sun has gone and everything, so we're going to try and keep our fingers moving quick. Keep those catches coming. Let's see. I would say definitely not a gold, unfortunately. Very much an orange shiny. And if you evolve it up to Cloyster, it becomes a blue. It does a complete U-turn, which is something. Oh dear, a Graveler. Actually, a Graveler's good dust. The double catch dust on that front would be quite good. Congrats to your son, Javolo, on the shiny. Nice. Is it his first? His first shiny. We've had quite a few shiny Shelders in the many, many years of playing this game. So we got somebody there who caught 386. Good going within the hour, nice. It is easier if you don't have to catch the things. I remember Smoliv, we were just shiny checking, and we got ourselves nearer 600 checks within the hour, but that doesn't involve the process of catching, of course. So if you're catching stuff, your ratio rather rapidly drops. Particularly if they're not staying in the ball. Come on. Stay. Mike Griffin, thank you very much for your generous super chat there, sir. Really appreciate your coffee time support. Coffee time, that's nice. That'll be a good way to start tomorrow. Be able to intro the video with the espresso macchiato and thank you directly for it. And who knows? We have seen in the past that the good old donation celebration does generate shiny luck.
Yeah, but...
So we'll have to find out if the orange Shellder blesses the screen. Actually, you're going to be wanting your watertight mega down for this weekend with good old Gyarados. Not Gyarados, that's the one you want to probably put down for the weekend. Totodile. Got ahead of myself there with the information. Totodile for the Saturday, and then if you wanted to really cheap out, because Absol is obviously the dark type mega for the raid day, which I've got to be honest, I'm going to do 5 passes and call it a day. So you could utilise Gyarados if you wanted to get some bonus candy for that. There you go, Mike Griffin's wife nabbing the shiny. So the shiny light went to her instead. Congrats to her. Cannot argue with the shiny. There you go, Pacers fan forever, needing 2 more shiny Totodiles to complete the family. Definitely think you're going to be able to get that done this weekend, of course. Good luck. Lynn snapping an XL shiny. Sweet, congratulations. And Isaac, welcome to the stream. We're doing alright. Doing very well, thank you very much. Just out for the Stardust grind. I actually checked. It was 2023, at some point in 2023, when we had Shellder with Double Dust as a Spotlight hour. And we actually had Rainy Boost in the UK at the time, so I think we got nearly 1 million dust in the hour, which was just crazy. Dark. We're not going to be using the black Kyurem effect or the white Kyurem effect. We've got Roar of Time down for now. That's what we're rocking and rolling with. We've got daily incense on, see if anything happens to appear. Otherwise, if you wanted to make things easier to catch with the Spotlight Hour, yes, Kyurem effects would do nicely. If you wanted to add your spawn radius and spatial rend would suit you very, very well. Oh, the man, the myth, the very legend, JT Valor. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. How are you? And how's the luck? So far, non-existent. Certainly regarding the old Shellder. I can't complain. We're here for the dust. We're here for the dust. Are you ready to get naked tomorrow?
Esatto.
It's also the thing, if we happen to get a shiny shell on the daily incense, then we can check the summary and be like, ooh, we got an orange one. I have a feeling some of them have been very difficult to catch, actually, just for no particular reason. Come on. These are all like super low CP. What are they doing? Stay down in the ball. I think we'll get the... Actually, to be honest, we should be able to smash 2 loops. 2 loops of the part before it gets too dark.
Wait.
There we go. How do you speed catch? Quick catch requires you utilising either the berry menu or the Pokeball menu, dragging it across the screen, and it basically keeps the run button on the screen so you can hit it and skip the whole catch. There is a little tutorial on the channel somewhere. It's only about 3 minutes of your time, and honestly, if you do the quick catch, it boosts how fast you can catch things by about 4 or 5 times. Honestly, you can catch 4 or 5 times more stuff than you would do otherwise. People whacking lures down. Interesting. It is also worth remembering that Shellder is going to be a full odd shiny. It's not boosted shiny, it's boosted Stardust on the catch. No worries, Eternal Gaming, thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate you. Are you doing a meetup for Milan? GT, I'm sure we will be. We just haven't put anything on paper as of yet. Being a good old city safari, you've got to choose a landmark. And it's very tempting to choose the Starbucks Reserve in Milan, which is the biggest in the world, apparently. So that'll be being visited, hopefully catching a shiny Mudbray in less than 2 weeks. As JT's off to Singapore. Singapore. How many times have you been out to Singapore, man? Is it like 4 or 5 times? I think it's 4 from rough memory. Most people, Angus, are going to do, or most creators will probably do their part day on the Friday. Third time. There we go. I must have mixed up one of the other trips with Singapore. But there you go. Yes, his day is Friday. As well. Jamie Clarkson, approve of the name. It's going to be impossible, really, to tell the hundo CP for Shellder because you're dealing with wild spawns. So, honestly, you'll be trying to remember hundo CPs for level 1 all the way up to level 30. There's 30 different numbers, but then, of course, because of the IV change, you might see a number that could equal a hundo at level 17, but because the stats are so terrible, the level's higher, it might be a level 22. So from the wild, it's very difficult to tell just by looking at the CP. You have to catch them and find out. Sam O'Donnell, good to see you in the chat, by the way. Hoping to chase for that shiny Clauncher. Yes, honestly, it's so good that shiny Clauncher is getting an event with a shiny boost. I need a second one. It got released, God, was it 23? I think it's 23 at some point. And I managed to nab one completely randomly somewhere. Somewhere I didn't have my camera. It was a level 1. I'm like, come on. But it was many, many, many months after the events for it. So honestly, good luck, because shiny Clauncher and shiny Clauditza, or whatever it's called, are fantastic shinies. So good.
Was he there when you got back? No.
Oh, of course. Now bear with me, people. My spare phone has disconnected from the hotspot, so I cannot see the chat updating. 17 minutes in, that's a new record. of how poorly it's disconnected. Come on. Find my damn hotspot. This is not how I wanted to spend my spotlight hour. Come on. Honestly, I don't know why it vomits me off the connection. Stupid. Right, we're back. Good stuff. And get back on the grind. Now seems to have found a completely dead area where there's no Shellder at all. Why? I do not know. There we go, chat's finally updated for me. I'm looking forward to Paris, honestly. It's going to be such a good go fest. Just be wary, people. Obviously, pickpockets and everything like that. Just be cautious, might be the optimum word there. Make sure you get a little wrist strap attachment for your phone, various different bits and pieces. Make sure you're actually aware of your surroundings like the game recommends you to be, because Paris is a good one for pickpockets. Leveled up to 37. Congrats to your son. Nice. Only 3 levels away from the big 4-0. Awesome. I'm talking about Paris, yes. I mean, London's not exactly great, but London doesn't have a Go Fest this year. We gave the same advice for London Go Fest in 23. Just be careful of all your possessions and your belongings. That's why, honestly, for a vast majority of it, I think we're going to stick around the park area. And really. Okay. Is there another route we can do? Maybe. Any shinies yet? Unfortunately not. No shiny Shellder at the moment. That could all change. But Shellder's not a boosted shiny. This is the thing. People who are starting out perhaps newer to the game, spotlight hours that happen on Tuesdays between 6 to 7 p.m. are not shiny boosted events. Oh, we've got a huge one. Lovely. If only there were showcases for it, but there aren't. These are not like community days where you can get tons of shinies. They are regular shiny rates, sort of 1 in 500, but just boosted encounters and spawns. So the chance and potential is there. Diane and the Duck, nice, nabbing a shiny from the sofa. That's the way to do it. Congratulations. And Oscar, good to see you in the chat. Welcome. Flying the UK flag. Let's get this damn clam shiny. I'm going to check on the chats and see if anybody's reported any hundos. But then again, it is a good spotlight hour, so I'm very confident that people will be out and about for it. Yeah, nothing unfortunately, but hey. A good cluster. Nick's Pokestop, hope all is well here. Thank you very much. Hope you are all good too. We're doing nicely. No shiny, no hundo as far as I'm aware. I haven't done the 4-star check, but I'm sure the Stardust gain is solid. We got our star piece on. 3,000 dust per catch. Nothing to laugh at. Absolutely. It's the second wind pod off daily incense, for crying out loud. Spotlight IVs are terrible so far. That's usually how it goes. The IVs of regular Pokemon are pretty trash. Dad, a broken oh my goodness me, wishing you a speedy recovery on the broken appendage. Or foot. Yes, keep rested, keep off it, and just bring the shinies to your sofa. It seems to be working so far. Do you have all shiny glaring birds? I am missing the Zapdos Mocky. Technically, I haven't had myself a Moltres either. We've seen plenty of G-birds, and we managed to pick up 2 shiny glaring Articunos. First one was towards the tail end of last year on the Yamask Research Day, and the second was actually the day of Pidove Max Hour. But yeah, my partner and I swapped. So she gave me her shiny Galarian Moltres, and I gave her my spare Galarian Articuno shiny. So I managed to get the shiny Moltres Galarian form. Lucky. It didn't go particularly well, but since I didn't have it before, that's still something. And yeah, the Articuno. I did do, if you go and check out one of the LA videos, in fact I think it's the first video from LA Unova Tour, we did do a lucky trade with Brandon from the Patreon squad. We swapped Galarian Articuno shinies. And my one turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty good. But yeah, Zapdos still eludes big time. Seen plenty of the Zapdos, just regular, but nothing on the shiny front. Angus, perhaps towards the end of stream, dude, because we've got Shellder to catch. What time is it? You can see in the top left corner, if you want to, it's 6:25 p.m. as we are UK time, UK based. Which actually, funny story. So yesterday, you know how they announced the Paldean Tauros and all 3 versions of it. One of them is exclusive to the Iberian Peninsula, but it's only in 3-star raids, and then the other 2 are East and Western hemispheres. I was like, okay, cool. We could do a trip to Greenwich again, like we did for Blacephalon and Stakataka, if you may remember that from last year. However, the day that event starts, I will be in Poland for the week. So I'm very much going to be one side of the line taking those raids. Yes, 3,000 dust per catch. It's usually 2,000, but because we've got a star piece on, that adds another 1.5 times multiplier on it. Let me demonstrate, hopefully. There we go. I have seen the G-Max Snorlax Max Battle Day. At least it's only 3 hours. That's one thing. 2 to 5 p.m. So it's a battle day, not a battle weekend like we had for Raikou and the G-Max starters very recently. But that is very much going to be a ultimate tank for anybody who's keen on doing the max battles. I'm going to be trying to get quite a few of them. Obviously you can get a shiny one. It looks quite cool. potentially getting a CA for the local group. Nice. I hope that falls into place, Angus. That'd be great. Then you'll be able to get yourself the check-in rewards and various different bits and pieces. Should be much better coordination and all that jazz. That'd be brilliant. Come on, Shellder. Sit down. I think we might need to move to a new area for spawns. It's starting to get dark. Come on, Shellder, yeah. Son of a gun. The poor me doesn't really cut the spawns. I was hoping to get some better stuff off Daily Incense, but so far it's been pretty trash. Come on, Shellder, play nice. Sniping and excellent. Lovely stuff. No worry about filling up on the storage. Oh, so I think that's a juicy sort of 600k dust so far. We started on 920,000. Cutie-fi, oh my god. I was also hoping to do a few chancy max battles. So I got my max points, but as the game has said no to chancy today. So we'll be doing a power-up, I think, instead. Shellder, no. Come on, Ealing Green, deliver. Deliver for me. It's just, it's fine if it's Shellder off Daily Incense. It could be worse. It could be a poor me. I'm also looking forward to the weather warming up just a little bit, honestly. I really cannot wait enough for the Milan. Like, seriously. It's going to be so nice to go somewhere with a nice temperature. I'm so bored of the UK being cold and windy. And it's like, you get the sunshine, but it's always like cold sun. It's still wrapped up in 6 million layers. Bring us some warm goddamn weather. Better get back out there, Sam. Get back out there and get that gold gym badge. The two weather people. It's better than the UK. Honestly, anything's an improvement. No shinies or anything. Just a lot of stardust.
It's had a little bit.
Goddamn cutie fly. I can't shake the cutie fly off daily incense. There's actually a few more Shellder than I can get my hands on right now. Come on. I don't want to miss any. That's where I'd say that there's a pro and a con to rend, really, is that spatial rend is good if you're not, moving at great speed. You can access more spawns, but if you're trying to maximise on everything, you can only quick catch as fast as the game loads. And if you're walking pretty goddamn quick, then you might miss a lot of the spawns. Oh yeah, that is next week's Spotlight Hour. Renoir is very much on the money with that. I forgot about that. Next week's Spotlight Hour. Cutie fly. It ties in with the bug event that's going on, which I did see somebody mention, the jacket. Talked about it on last week's podcast. I'd recommend dropping episode 214 a download if you haven't already, because it's honestly hysterical. Absolutely love making that show. Kind of being a bit silly with it, but yeah, I think the Scolipede puffer jacket looks absolutely fantastic. Red's not my colour, but anybody who is, they should make that jacket IRL. Good sky though. Do apologise, the cold wind is playing havoc. That was Renoir talking about the jacket, was it? Nice. I think it looks sick. Oh, even the boots, actually. The boots look cool. They're two good avatar items, honestly. No signal issues as far as I can see. And yeah, I'm walking. I always walk. Honestly, I despise the mode of transport known as the bicycle. They are lethal, hideous, irritating things that jump red lights, get in your way. Honestly, if I came to power, I would ban them. I would. Saying hello all the way from the US. So Edwin, you've got yourself a somewhat, is that local-ish Go Fest, New Jersey? Or am I getting the state abbreviations wrong? Good Shellder. I won't be able to make it to New Jersey Go Fest, unfortunately, but Sue, Francesco and Ian should be going over. I'll send my stickers over with the Italian. New York Spotlight Hour. Honestly, that's going to be lit. Going to be lit. Good luck, Edwin. You'll have insane spawns. No G-bird at all, but that's not that surprising. It's always a tiny stroke of luck when a G-bird decides to appear through the Spotlight Hour spawns. Try best. Yes, very best of luck. Shiny Nimble is the main goal. Sam, I think a lot of people are going to have that same view, absolutely. All I can say is good luck for the golden bug. My phone's disconnected again, honestly. All I want is a spare phone that can provide the chat service just on hotspot, so I don't have to have a second SIM running. And this phone just disconnects for no bloody reason. Stupid thing. It's not even like a timer or anything, it's just decides to be a bit of a you know what. Hit best friends on the same day. I will try and keep on top, Angus, of the gifting and everything like that. I'm trying now to actively go through people who I'm, first as a priority, those who I'm not best friends with. So certainly on the Patreon, making sure we level up with people every day that we can do. Definitely best to do gifting with me at the moment because the Ray game is not strong. Ray game is very much not strong. And then we'll see if we can get lucky friends with a few of the fantastic Patreon people and the creator squad. Because we actually have a ton of lucky friends already. So I'm looking forward to both Milan and Paris. Going to be good for the lucky trades. Got a few interesting ones lined up. Not done a remote raid in weeks. The only remote raids I was doing recently, actually, and probably a lot of you were the same, were the Pikachu costumes over the Festival of Colours. No shiny joy on any of those. Did bag a 98%er, but no shiny joy, unlike the Sari Chew back in, was it October or November? I think it was October. Yeah, I watched the interview, or as much of it as I could do. I got pretty close towards the end of it. It's going to be good for the chat and discussion tonight, for the podcast. We're talking Scopely, we're talking the sale and everything is a big topic. Okay, Sneasel's being a you-know-what, just sit in the ball. Perma-boosted shiny never sparkles for me. But definitely, if you're interested and want to know or have some skepticism or worries about Scopely taking over Pokemon Go, watch Nick's video with Staranka, because the key things to know are Scopely are buying it to become a part of their umbrella and network. They're not taking over it. The team is sticking with it. And hearing some of the bits and pieces that, Niantic have their own agenda. We've known this for years. So they're relieved, as it were, that they are no longer, for example, the Power Up a Pokestop AR scan stuff, that was solely Niantic pushing that agenda through. And now they don't have that kind of bollocks going on, which is where having Scopely in control of things, I think, is quite good, because they are a key difference of mobile games developer, whereas Niantic were a AR and AI mapping kind of data company that utilised games to get data and information. But there's still obviously, my stance on it would be I'm cautiously optimistic on the whole thing, because things may seem okay for a year or two, but once they settle in, get everything sorted, I think we'll find out properly in 2 years' time, because they're planning as far ahead as their 10-year celebrations, which is 2026 and everything. They're probably planning for stuff beyond that, but we'll have to see what happens if Scopely are able to put their foot down and insist on a few things, or whether they will just let the Pokemon Go development team crack on and kind of run riot. But as I said in my video, over a week ago, I think, the key player in all of this, which is where I think it's in quite safe hands, the Pokemon Company, are consulted on everything that goes into Pokemon Go. Be it a feature, be it major developments and changes, systems, everything. All the stuff that goes in Pokemon Go has to align with the Pokemon Company and what they want for their brand and their intellectual property. So no matter how hard Scopely would like to be able to put in an advert or something, they will be stopped. I'm fairly confident of that. That will never happen. But there's still lots of interesting things to discuss, and I do think that conversation is going to run on and on and on for months. Which is good. Keep things talking. Jamie, welcome to the stream. We've got ourselves about 15 minutes left of Spotlight Hour to go. It's been a pretty healthy Stardust grind so far. I'm wondering where would be the next best place to go. Probably straight up and see if we can nip into any of the spawn points for the park. Probably can do. Shadowverse, hello, welcome to the stream. How's your week been? Start of the week. Where are we at for Stardust? We are over 2 mil. Over 2 million dust now. Bear in mind we started on 920k for the Spotlight Hour. And now for this sort of last 15 minutes, because we're playing outside of the park, which has all of the best spawns. Although I have an idea about where we could go. They should have good spawns. I'm just hoping we're not going into a dead signal area. That would be less than ideal. What do we think about the Gigantamax Snorlax battle day? Kind of funny for Easter, you know. Obviously Easter has the whole thing of being associated. It has its, biblical relations, but Easter eggs and chocolate and that sort of thing kind of feels right for Snorlax. I think it's quality. It's going to be a good shiny if those people who can actually get out there and do the battles, because obviously at the current time the G-Max battles and even some of the legendary D-Max battles are still not accessible really to smaller communities. I can suggest travelling, trying to meet up with a group in a bigger community, but obviously just have a look at the likes of the Megas. You know, the Megas were introduced in 2020. They were very, very difficult, a bit of a flop. Nobody cared. And then 2 years down the line, they had a complete revamp. They're obviously easier to take down now. Have much more purpose and use in the game. The G-Max battles will have their cycles, just like the Mega Raids and the Legendary Raids, and they will become a bit more easily accessible, I do think. But it's going to be interesting to see how the community reacts to a battle day again. That's the key thing. It's 2 to 5, so it's a 3-hour window. It is not a battle weekend for a Snorlax, which I think is quite good, to be honest. The battle weekends worked because there were other events going on at the time. We don't know what else is happening around that time in April, unfortunately. Whether there'll be an event running over that weekend, whether there's something else happening, who knows? Marissa, hello, good to see you in the chat, by the way. Sorry if I missed you popping in earlier. Super excited for the Spotlight Hour. Yeah, the Spotlight, honestly, Tony's going to have a right old riot with this one. I am sure of that. Any Stardust boosted Pokemon as a Spotlight Hour is quality. When they give you the one that has the biggest boost on Stardust and then put on the Stardust bonus as well, whew. Like, damn. I guess it's still Niantic, so we can say Niantic for now, but soon it won't be. How soon, I'm not so sure. A couple of months, maybe. Feels like a calm day. They're similar in a way. Obviously, the thing that is noticeable is the boosted spawns, but that is as far as the similarities go, really, because these are 1 hour events, no shiny boost. There is an event bonus for the hour, which at the moment is 2 times catch Stardust, and the Pokemon changes every single week. So we've got Shellder tonight. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, what am I talking about? Next week, we got Cutie Fly, linked to the bug out event. Yes, it is 3k dust per catch on Shellder at the moment because we've got a star piece down. Come on, Shellder. To be fair though, we did get 2 shiny Roselia last week, so that might be where the Spotlight Hour luck went. I think anybody who deletes their account because of Scopely announced of buying Pokemon Go is doing that very short-sightedly, honestly. Particularly if you put that much effort into it, just because it's changed hands. I mean, look how many times we've ranted and raved at Niantic for doing stupid things, and they've done countless stupid things which have actually actively worked against Pokemon Go as a mobile game concept. Now it's changing hands to a company who deal with mobile games, who have more experience with mobile games. But hey, everyone's entitled to do what they want, and everyone's entitled to have an opinion. Ten minutes remaining of Spotlight Hour. .2 mil dust. Nice. An ice cream. Ah, interesting. Nice one. Go Fests are confirmed to be having Crown, Shield and Sword, Zacian, Zamazenta, but no word of Eternatus. I think it's too early to be expecting Eternatus, to be honest. We're getting Volcanion as the mythical. Yeah, the raids, which is actually quite nice considering last year for the Go Fest we had all the shiny Ultra Beasts available and the Crozma and the 2 fused Necrozmas. There were so many different raids last year. This time round, 2 legendary raid bosses is actually quite a nice welcome break. Just 2 different things to focus on, and the key thing to note is these. Oh, it's a tiny Shellder, lovely. These 2 versions of Zacian and Zamazenta will be better than the hero forms that we've raided for and got the shinies of, etc. previously. That's the whole thing, is that they are so much better. Come on.
He is, yeah. I'm not saying he's not, but I just don't trust a lot of it because you don't like it.
Here you go. Paris will be Angus's first in-person event ever. Yeah, a lot of people's first live event as well. I think it's going to be really good. And then it's that thing of once you have a taste of the live events, honestly, the live events are a level above any global event you've ever experienced. Eurostar on the Thursday. I think that's when we're looking to travel as well. Thursday through, and then I'll be leaving Sunday just as the Go Fest finishes. 7 minutes of the spawns to go. I have an idea as to where I might find a little cluster. Please catch. Please catch. Make my life easier, give me the dust. Are you flying? No, I'll be using Eurostar. I will be doing Eurostar. Gotta do it. I haven't ever, in all my years, I have never been on the Eurostar, and it's the first event where we can actually just take the train. It'll be honestly great. Yeah, I'm actually out and about walking in person. Somebody questioning it. You can hear the raw sounds of London and the wind and everything. Possibly, Angus. Depends on timing, of course. We're still yet to book and confirm all those bits and pieces. Come on, 6 minutes to go. I think I'll be taking a break for Roar of Time for a little bit, because that was an hour of Roar of Time and nothing. Oh dear, oh dear. Really? That's ridiculous. Why this thing comes off daily incense all the time, I don't know. I'm hoping to get to the cluster that's sort of up here. But I need the traffic to stop. Shellder, not shiny. Actually, I think we can rock and roll across the road. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, hopefully. Of course, no connection now. Really? I'm going to give this blue phone a smack, honestly. This is not the time to faff about with the hotspot. We've got 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes to go. Ridiculous, it just disconnects me. Here we go. Renoir knows what he meant to write, you know. You know, don't you? Radar. It is what it is. It's Tapu Koko. It's not much to crow about, let's be honest. But we will be live streaming it. Ooh, Stuffle. Stuffle, one of the 4 Pokemon, actually a couple of Pokemon that are going to interrupt Milan City Safari and the other city safaris dotted around the world. Which I do find immensely irritating. I don't particularly want Stuffle, Pancham and all that jazz. I would much rather crack on and get the Mudbray shinies and the Jangmo-Os in the wild and everything like that, and the Corsola as well. But it's very exciting because Milan is our first city safari since 2023. Barcelona was the last one we did in October. 2023. You can go and see that video on the channel if you fancy it. It was a good time, really good time. Very nice place to wander about. Come on, less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes to go. Spotlight hour is looking very unsparkly tonight, but that's how it goes. We did say the shiny was not the priority, and I'm going to have to stand by that statement as strongly as I can, because oh, Galarian Articuno, oh my god, it happened. G-Bird, it's not shiny, but 1063. Oh my god, last minute spawn. Oh, Ace arriving at the optimum time. Let's snipe that. Excellent. 1 roll, 2 roll. Oh, so close. No. Oh my god. We had 2 rolls of the thing. 2 goddamn rolls. Okay, I guess we can actually say that Roar of Time did deliver. And I think, as we're coming across the road, that is the last Shellder spawn we're going to get. I said, no! It ran away. And that is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. We still have 2 minutes of Roar of Time daily incense to go. So we'll keep walking, see if we can coax another G-Bird out of it. Bye-bye birdie indeed. At least it gave 2 rolls. 2 rolls on it. It was close. Imagine if it had been a shiny. Jigglypuff. That's a come down. And that broke out. Wow. I think Jigglypuff has a identity crisis. Finnegan? Now we've got Sunny Boost. What is going on with the game? Seriously. Ace, heard you're not going to New Jersey Go Fest. Unfortunately, no, I'm not. I will be sticking to doing Paris only this year. You'll be able to get another picture, I just won't be there, so you may have to Photoshop me in. That's just the only difference. So all that's required, Ace, but yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. I can't do 2 massive trips like that. Funds just don't allow for something like that. And yeah, I've got to stick with Paris. Closer. Haven't been there. God, I haven't been to Paris since I was about 8 years old. I think it was like 2008. No, 2006, sorry. I think we should get 1 more spawn on the daily incense. 1 more spawn. What's it going to be? Probably trash. How did I know? How did I guess? Fantastic. There we go. Well, that is fully Spotlight Hour and Daily Adventure Incense concluded. And I think, honestly, as the dust grind goes, that was fantastic. So we began on 921,000 dust. We're now at 2.416 million, which shows star piece on, catching everything. That's a huge dust pool. Absolutely fantastic. And about 500 XLs, I think, because we had the Mega down as well. Really solid. And we began on just under 8,900 seed, and we're now 9,400 practically. So there you go. That, about 500 Shellder seen. I'd like to think most of them caught, considering that they're fairly easy to catch. Max something. and burn the dust we just earned. I do actually need to keep a hold of my dust because I've got some trades planned for Milan City Safari. So I won't max anything right now. Actually, no, there is something I need to max, and it's already somewhat maxed. If we go here, Dynamax, here, my Hundo Dynamax Machamp, we got it in LA just after one of the Unova Tour days finished. I need to work on leveling it up. Let's burn some XL candy, get that attack all the way up. Buffy. Let's finish it. 2.4k dust. Game's lagging now. Game's now broken. Won't let me do anything. Nope, there we go. It's still 240,000 dust. Oh no, there we go. Me just cutting it off. Level 50'd, and we're still above 2 mil dust. That's the good thing. That is level 50'd. Don't quite have to end the stream yet. But on that note, I will end the stream now. So thanks everybody for joining. Really appreciate every single one of you. And we will be back live streaming tomorrow for Tapu Koko Radar. Even though it's a little bit dead, there is still the chance if you're here and you're new to the channel, or if you're a regular viewer and fancy doing some remote raid invites for it, we are going to be pinging invites out to people we add from the comments of the Dynamax Raikou vlog. So head over that video on the channel, comment with your in-game name and your friend code. I'm going to go through and add people tomorrow morning. A couple of people have already done it, which is wonderful. Hopefully we can bring the shiny luck or the hundo luck for it, so we'll see it then. But we do have the Deep Depths event beginning tomorrow morning, so good luck for your event, good luck for Nickit and the shiny Clauncher, and a final thanks, of course, to the wonderful mod squad who are enormously helpful on these streams. Wouldn't be able to do it without you fantastic squad of people. And Mike Griffin, thanks very much for the dono earlier as well. We'll end on that note. I'll see you all tomorrow, peeps. Do take